Welcome back to my YouTube channel where I talk about Upwork, freelancing, what I do as a low-code, no-code developer, and everything in between. Hi, my name is Adeze, and today I want to talk about burnout and self-doubt. Burnout and self-doubt. Um, this is open to everybody, but because I'm more of a local no-code developer, I think I'll tend to talk to those in that aspect, right? So bear with me, but I feel like you can still learn a thing or two from whatever we're going to be saying on the channel together. Okay, so let's get into it. Sometime in April, I had burnout. In fact, as soon as the month started, I had bad burnout. I took up on more jobs than I could. Not like I took up on more jobs. I took up on multiple jobs though, but that was not the reason for my burnout. I I think I took up on a full-time job that was very demanding, like really demanding, and it was a 9 to 5, but I could still find myself working even after 5 o'clock. By 12 a.m., I'm still debugging an automation that is not working. I'm still trying to figure out why that agent is not doing what it's supposed to do. And before you knew it, I became sick. Like, I became sick multiple times. It was new week, new sickness. This week I could be down with malaria. The next week typhoid will follow. The following week cough will follow. Like, these were sicknesses that tied me down to my bed that I couldn't do anything. I had to take a break. I had to resign from the work and just keep doing the one I was doing on Upwork and taking up on small projects. But over time, I realized that all the goals I had set, I couldn't, pursue them because I was burnt out. I was not even understanding what I was studying again. All I did was just wake up and show up. No enthusiasm, nothing. Like, it wasn't the life I was living when I started out, and it was not the life I was enjoying. I wanted something I looked forward to. I enjoy automation, best believe. It's a field I love, love, love. But even in things we love, we still get burnouts, right? We still get drained, we still get stretched. We question our decisions, we question our life choices, and all that. And I realized that it started creeping, self doubt started creeping because as I was stressed and I was trying to self learn and I was not assimilating because I was stressed and sickly, it started making me feel like I didn't know what I thought I knew. I started saying, do I really know this thing? Do I need really think I do know this thing as I said I did? And because of that self doubt, I couldn't take up on apply for more jobs. Any jobs I did in April were basically jobs I got invites or direct message from. There were no jobs that I practically applied for. That's because I was just tired and I felt like, okay, I needed a break from applying for jobs and just going about doing the ones I already had ongoing. And it just made me think that I'm not just the only person who faces this, right? We have people who face the same situation. And that is why I always tell people that saying that you're taking on multiple jobs is not a flex. Hear me out. Before you crucify me, hear me out. If taking up on multiple jobs, right, doesn't give you the time to rest and be efficient at that job, you could drop down one day and your clients will move on to the next person. You could find yourself on the hospital bed, admitted, and there's nothing you can do. So all those money you'll be working for, you are not able to even use them for anything tangible. So if you genuinely know that you can take up on 5 jobs, like freelancing is the only thing you do, and you can take up on 5 jobs, that's fine. And it also depends on the complexity of the job. The 5 jobs might not be very complex. Like me, the ongoing job I do on Upwork is not so very complex. There are weeks they are complex where I have to do a very robust automation for the company. There are weeks I just have to maintain the automation I have done and do some other tasks. It's not so complex, but there are some automation that will try your patience. If you are doing automation, you understand what I'm saying. It will make you question how you found yourself in this field. It will make you think, is this what I really want for my life? But by the time you get a breakthrough, oh, you will want to let everybody know. You will want to climb the mountaintops to sing your praises of how you were able to conquer that thing. So I think it's necessary we take up on jobs that we really understand, we really know that we can do them, and um we really know when we should take a break. Like the 9 to 5 I was doing, I would walk around the clock, but it didn't seem like I was being seen. It didn't seem like they were really acknowledging that I was working, because I mean, you will question, am I really working? You want me to go to a workspace to work and all that. And meanwhile, I was having breakfast by 2 p.m. because I'm debugging. I'm not even used to Nigerian 9 to 5, because I've never had to do a full time. I've been more of a freelancer than anything. So waking up 9 o'clock a.m. in the morning to do stand up was quite hard for me, but I did them regardless. Every single morning, I showed up. I stood. I went for stand ups, even if sometimes I was stood up by those who are organizing stand up. I was still showing up. So some trying to adjust to a lifestyle I wasn't used to was quite a hurdle, but I was adjusting really. I think what burnt me out the most was not clocking out by 5 when I should. So when it's not working, you don't even know when it's 5 o'clock. You just still find yourself trying to debug something, trying to figure out something. And before you know it, it's 12 a.m., it's 8 p.m., 8 p.m., it's 10 p.m., and you're feeling so wasted and exhausted, and you're going to bed by 12 a.m. to wake up before 9 p.m. so that you can put yourself together before 9 a.m. to put yourself together for work the next day. Oh dear Lord, it was not a routine I enjoyed. So I think before I could realize that 5 p.m. clocking out is necessary for me, not just because of me, but helping me to be efficient in my job for the following day. It was a realization I had to get to, and I had to put that into consideration. Then taking up on jobs that span into weekends. God knows that for every job I'm interviewing for, or you're looking to consider me for the role, I will always tell you that please, I don't work weekends, because that's my only escape period, my escape route. That's the day. Saturdays or Sundays are the days I get to do personal things for myself that are not work related, maybe like upskilling, recording my video. Like today, I'm recording my video, which is on a Sunday. It's weekends I get to record my YouTube videos and reels. It's weekends I try to put all my content together. It's weekends I tend to my family. It's weekends I bulk process what I'll need in my home. Like it's crazy, crazy, crazy. So when um when jobs creep into my weekends, it just makes me feel sad. Not because I don't love the job, but because if I'm doing those jobs weekends, I'm still going to be up on Monday to Friday again to do those jobs. So I barely have time to rest. I don't take siestas. I'm always working around the clock. So it doesn't make sense. So this realization helped me know that there should be boundary even at work. Not boundary with your employer rather, but boundary that you yourself have to enforce for your productivity. Know when to take breaks, know when to take stand up and stretch your legs. I mean, I try my best to take evening walks because I'm not so great with exercise. I'm somebody who works remotely and sits on the spot. Exercise is necessary, so I take long walks in the evening. Know when to eat and know when to eat healthy. In fact, not know when to eat, you should be eating healthy. You should know that you should take up on jobs that you can do. If that 5 jobs are hard jobs, don't go and take up on what you can do and start panicking and putting yourself under pressure. I'd rather take 2 core hard jobs and maybe one simple job, or one hardcore job and one simple job, than take up on five hardcore. It's not flex. I mean, I'll keep saying it. Don't take up on what you can't do, that burns you out, that doesn't give you time to do what needs to be done. Just know when to, because a time is coming that you will not enjoy what you're doing anymore, and it doesn't make sense. I mean, we are supposed to find pleasure, joy, and be enthusiastic in what we do. But if we get to a point where we're just showing up because we have to, but not because we find it interesting, that's not life anymore. That's not life. And then there are moments where you would have worked multiple jobs, so especially in especially in automation. And I think I understand why self doubt tends to, um creep in. I think I know why self doubt tends to creep in for automation jobs. And that's because you are going to be working with different tools you most likely have not integrated before. Not because you don't know how to use Zapier, Make.com, Airtable, and other integration tools, but because the tools you will have to integrate inside of them are things you most likely not integrated before. And the things that stresses the most are usually if you're working with APIs, webhooks, and all those things. They stress a lot. So if you've not worked with them before, there's a tendency of it making you second guess yourself, that do I really know this thing? Do I know it as much as I say I do know it? So there are moments like that, and it's okay if you're at that point. What you should understand is that you shouldn't dwell on it for long, and it has a way of crippling you, that you will not want to take up on more jobs. You're afraid to try out new jobs or take up on more jobs. Just give it a shot. When I first started out and my colleagues were like, I don't want to start applying for jobs yet, I feel like I'm not ready. I say, you will never feel ready. You will never ever feel ready until you start. And some of them did start, and they were happy they started when they started, because you will keep learning, doesn't end though. You can't even learn it all, because most of the experiences you will gain will be from the job. Because how many tools or softwares do you want to integrate? Some I've never heard before until a client gives me to work on them. So how many do you think you can touch on your own? Some you cannot even do them, because you will need a special account, maybe a customized email to be able to create them. You need a website to be able to create them and all that. So whew, know when to take a break, know when to slow things down, know when to take a walk, let breeze touch your brain. I'm serious. Breeze need to touch your head. You need to go on personal dates, solo dates, picnics, just stretch your leg. It doesn't make sense that you're working all those jobs and you're not taking breaks. If you even need to take leaves, or take some days break from the people you work with, like the people I work with, I try my best not to take flimsy breaks. But when I do, I'm clear about why I am taking that break, so that because it's a remote work and they don't see you, they should be able to trust you when you see a thing. So I try to be very deliberate and detailed on why I want to take a break on something. I rem- I remember somebody I was working for so many years ago remotely, and I was to get married then. I thought I was getting married. I don't know if she felt like I was lying. She was like, okay, um, can you send me some pictures, maybe pre-wedding pictures? I'm like, did it have to get to that point? I sent her some of my videos and pictures from the wedding, and she sent me small money later to celebrate with me. But it was funny because why did you think I would lie with getting married? Well, I don't want to talk about it. It's in past. So I think from that experience, it learns me to be very, very expressive as to why I want to take a break for anything with the people I work with, so that they understand me better. You get? So take breaks, stretch your legs, drink water, eat fruits. Um, if your jobs are becoming very overwhelming, take breaks. I won't say you should end the contracts of those jobs because you're doing them because you need money. You can just take leave. It could be a day or two. Use those days to eat, sleep, wake up, eat, sleep. Like You don't need to explain yourself as to why you're sleeping and eating like that. Just let your brain not think about work. Let you don't task your brain about how to figure out an automation or something. Just take a break and you know refresh yourself. By the time you come back rejuvenated, you come back with a refreshed mind, and that automation that might have been troubling you, you'll be surprised that the next time you're sitting on your chair, you're like, so this was what I was supposed to click then, and I did not know. There are moments like that. So as an automation expert that works with automation tools and do a lot of work, please know when to take a break. Don't allow burnout to get at you. There are days you will really, really be stretched, and you will you will you will give a client 1 week deadline, and you're still battling with that thing in 1 month because you are trying to figure it out. So don't, when burnouts begin to want to happen, take break. Like me, I took a break from posting on LinkedIn the whole of April. I've just been posting affirmation, the 30 days affirmation that I already started. But I try to be very consistent on my YouTube channel, at least one video every week. But I took a break from thinking about what to post, crafting out posts, putting them together. I took a break. I just knew that I needed that break. I took things very slowly in the month of April, like really slowly. What is in my Q2 goal? I said goal that we did not achieve today, we go score am another time. I'm telling you. But I think I'm becoming better because I felt like the multiple sequence of sickness I was getting, I was like, I don't used to be this sick. I'm not a sickler. I'm not like sickler. I'm not sickly. I don't I don't easily fall ill. But when it was beginning to become very frequently, if it's not cold, it's a malaria, then it's typhoid, then it's chronic cough that begins to affect my chest. I know. I said no. This is a sign that my body needs. I mean, I started having eye pain. I don't have eye problems. I use glasses, and that glasses is not even is a recommended glasses, but it's not for eye defects. It's just to protect my eyes from screen and all that. But my eyes started paining me. I'm like, where is all this one coming from? My mouth became very bitter. Even after treating malaria, I said, no, this body needs rest. This body needs rest. It doesn't make sense that one day I will not wake up. No, 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 no. My family are not deserving of such trauma. So I took it very slowly. I said, I know that I have set goals. There are things I was looking to achieve. I know that I'm not achieving them yet, but that's why we still have some other months. What I did not achieve this month, I'll achieve it next month. But I'm feeling better. I'm feeling enthusiastic to get back to studying. And maybe in May I can start applying for jobs. I've done a couple of jobs this April there, but they're mostly invite jobs, direct message jobs I did, and even those ones still tested me. They made me think of my life choices. They still tested me. So I'm learning to take things slowly when I feel burnt out. I'm learning to take things at my pace because I only have one life, and if I'm not in a good state of mind, there's no how I can also do my job effectively. You get? So I'm learning to take life slowly. It's okay to plan, but it's also okay to reshuffle your plans when the need arises. Okay. I don't know if anybody would gain anything from this because they're mostly me just, being vulnerable and talking about my experience while thinking I could use it to encourage somebody out there. But if you did not learn anything, please just take it that I was ranting to you. But if you did learn anything, I'd love to hear what you've learned, what you implement, what you have done on your own so that I could learn from you. And in summary, avoid burnout and avoid self doubt. Okay, you are a great person, you're great at your job. It's just stress that is taking a toll on you and it's affecting your productivity and affecting your thinking capacity and makes you think like you are not good at what you do. You really are good at. So when you feel like you're not good at what you do, think of the things you have done in time past and you won at it. Some were even tougher than the one that you're facing now. How much more this one that will be a piece of cake for you. So it's just your sign to take a break and rest. Because I've realized that most times when we take rest and come back to what we're struggling with, we easily now figure it out. So Just know when to take a break and do what needs to be done. Okay. So thank you for coming to my tech talk on my YouTube channel. My name is Adeze, and I'll see you in the next video. To take care.